let's cut across and listen into another management addressing the press with their media. Subhash Menon, CEO of Subex, talking about their earnings.
I would like to look at the order intake from two different angles. One is with regard to the whole company for the entire product business, and one is with regard to our core business, which is RMS, Revenue Maximization Solutions. So when you look at the entire product business that we have, which contributed about 90% of the revenue for this quarter, you would see that the order intake has increased by 63%. That for the entire product business. If you look at, for the core business, for the RMS business, if you look at the entire product business, that's a 52% increase. So these are two numbers. For the entire product business, 52% increase. For the core RMS business, 63% increase. Now this compares with almost 45 to 46% order intake growth in the whole of last year. As you can see, the key element of our business, which kind of starts with the order intake, is looking very, very positive. Everything else, be it revenue, be it FCF, free cash flow, whatever, that follows through from the order intake. Now the question is, where is this momentum coming from? Why is the order intake picking up so much? Particularly in the core RMS business. If you look at the activation business, that's flat. So that we're not seeing growth there. But if you look at the core RMS business, that's where you're seeing this 63% order intake growth. As we have shared in the past with you, in RMS, we have got two key pillars. One is the platform Rock itself, which is a technology, and the other one is the managed services offering that we have. I'm glad to share with you that on both fronts, be it on the technology front or on the managed services front, the way we deliver some of our solutions, on both fronts, we're seeing significant traction. And these contracts that we've been winning for a platform, Rock, or for managed services contract for a long period of time, like 3 years or 5 years, 4 year kind of contract, these are fairly largish contracts. So what this is showing, this kind of order intake growth of 63% in the core business, which is RMS, what that is showing is that there has been a paradigm shift in the way in which we approach customers, what we offer, what sort of contracts are booked, what gets delivered, and so on and so forth. So if one were to go back 2-3 years in the history of this company and look at the sort of contracts that we were winning at that point in time, these were largely licensed contracts. And for a short span of time, we would implement them in those contracts in 6 or 7 months, and we're done. And the contract size itself was low because there were hardly any services around them, and it was just the license of the product with very little stuff like implementation and support thereafter. But today, that's not the case. In managed service kind of offering, we are taking on the entire responsibility of running that product for them, and in a way, when you look at it, running that particular department for them, that function for them. So that is what is increasing the order size. And as I've stated in the past, we are looking at order size moving from just a couple of $1 million, let's say a few quarters ago, to probably $5 or $6 million on an average in the next few quarters. That sort of growth is what we're looking at. And that is what is being shown now in the sort of order intake that we have had.
Okay, that's the management of Subex saying that things are fine, but the reason why the stock is slumped is because on a quarter-on-quarter basis, the numbers don't look good at all. There's been a slippage in net profit this time around to 13 crores versus about 24 crores they did last quarter, 3.5% lower. The market as well was making an attempt towards the low point of the day, but now it has recovered back to that 55.40 odd level, as you can see on the screen. Our guests join us.